the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
3-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Seahawks, nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too slow?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vita Vea. His second sack of the night. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score, Buccaneers 14, Seahawks nothing.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it's Lockett, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This is Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 44, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
He was taken down by...
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that complete... 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll run on first down. Carson. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
23-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 54 yards on the ground.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Leonard Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And remember, that drive started back at the 2, 98 yards into the end zone to finish with that run.
And what do you think the guy who punts the ball was doing? I mean, when that drive started, he was thinking about, okay, catch it, get rid of it, right? When he was warming up in the net, don't step backwards and create a safety because he was counting on worst-case scenario. And as the drive went on, he figured...
He turned that net into a hammock.
Exactly. Give me a drink of water and let me just relax.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Left side complete to Lockett. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Good for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 10.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Flush to his right. Carson the first down and more. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll run with Fournette. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady now on third and goal. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Give him 30 yards there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Brady going to throw here. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And some room to roam now. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory.